Om Shanti. Is everyone happy? In America, there was a man from India walking on the road completely naked. While he was walking, he suddenly realized, oh no, I've come out without any clothes. After that, he went and sat down at the entrance of a house. The people inside the house saw him like that. They called the police. Without even eating, he suddenly got up from there and started walking very fast toward his house. While he was on the way, the police were asking around, is he here? Is this the person with this name? That fell into his ears. In panic, he rushed home and opened the door. Oh no, the police are going to arrest me. His heart started pounding rapidly. Suddenly he woke up. Was this all just a dream, he wondered. Everything that had happened until then was only a dream, his own dream. The moment he realized, this is just a dream, what happened to his heart rate? It returned to normal. He relaxed. His mind became peaceful. It was only when he thought it was real that he felt fear and anxiety. In the same way, in this life, we take many things very seriously. We think there are big problems in life, betrayal, that someone is our enemy for life. We see countries fighting with each other. The same kind of conflicts happen within families too. But what is the truth? This too is like a dream. To put it more accurately, God says this is a game. There was a movie called Jumanji. In that movie, there is a strange game. When they enter the game, they suddenly become characters inside it. One girl repeatedly says, I'm telling you again, we are inside a game. This is not real. In the same way, in this life, we are simply playing a game. Even in the movie Jumanji, you may have seen that a man can suddenly be inside a woman's body and vice versa. In that game, they suddenly change into completely different characters. In the same way, right now I am in this male body. Before this, I might have been in a female body. The person who is now my mother may have even been my enemy in a previous birth. The person whom I now consider my enemy may have been my wife, my child, or someone very close to me in a previous birth. But forgetting that this is a game, we become serious. We suffer and make others suffer and continue living like this. So when will we realize that this is just a game? Aren't we not this body? When actors perform in a drama, they wear costumes, right? When someone wears the costume of a king, he is not actually a king. It is only a costume. Similarly, the one who wears the costume of a servant is not truly a servant. It is just a role. After playing the role of a servant in one drama, he may act as a king in the next. In the same way, suppose we are born as a servant now. As long as we are in this body, we are called a servant. Tomorrow, if we are born in a wealthy family, we become rich. This is the game. When we truly understand this, we realize that as long as I am in this body, I appear to be this role. But I am not the body. I am the immortal soul that acts through this body. That soul shines like a star in the supreme abode. That is why it is depicted as a point of light. That soul is the one who sees through the eyes, speaks through the mouth, and even thinks. The mind and intellect function within it. So ultimately, it is the soul that does everything. But what happens is, the moment it enters a new body, it completely forgets the role it played in the previous body. That is the truth. Then it becomes serious within this role. Some become friends, some become enemies. It imagines all of this, and then believes its own imagination to be real, and suffers because of it. Because whatever comes from the outside world, if something from outside gives you happiness, it will definitely also bring you sorrow. That is why God says, do not seek your happiness outside. Cut that attachment. That is what we call temporary pleasure, small, fleeting happiness. So then, supreme bliss comes from within. From where exactly does it come? It comes from the soul itself. Because this body is not you. Anything that comes through the body is as if it is taken from the outside. Sensory pleasures are experienced through the body. For example, when we eat, it is the body that experiences taste through the senses. But the true nature of the soul is bliss and peace. When can you actually experience that bliss? Only when you completely forget the consciousness of the body and remain steady in the awareness that I am a soul. When that awareness flows naturally and continuously in the mind, then that bliss remains constant. Why? Because everything outside is changeable. Everything external is unstable. Your happiness should not depend on those external things. When it does not depend on them, then whatever happens outside, you will remain blissful within. For that, I must remain in soul consciousness. The soul is the child of the Supreme Soul, who is the embodiment of bliss. We must also remember that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, exists in the subtle world of light, like a star in the red golden sky. So we remember the Supreme Soul as a star-like point of light in that higher realm, and we say Father. If the Father is the embodiment of bliss, is it right that the child alone should be the embodiment of sorrow? No, it is not. So the thought must continuously run in the mind, I am like him. All this remembrance is taught and reminded to us by him. In the last phase of the cycle, about 100 years before total destruction and transformation, he comes into the body of an elderly man, gives him the name Brahma, and through his mouth gives this knowledge. Those who listen to this knowledge through Brahma receive God's wisdom and become God's children. That is why we are called Brahma Kumars and Brahma Kumaris. This knowledge is available completely free of cost in all Brahma Kumaris Raj Yoga centers under the name Murli. It is also available on YouTube and websites. We will provide the link in the description of this video. Please do watch and benefit from it. Otherwise, you can search for BK Sarankumar Tamil Murli, and you will find it. We must remember God, remember him as a star-like point of light in the red golden sky. While remembering him, we must remain in the awareness, I am not this body, I am a soul. Because of body consciousness, impurities such as lust, anger, greed, and ego have accumulated. To completely remove that impurity, we must remember God with the aim of becoming pure like him. When does he give this knowledge? He gives it about 100 years before the end of the Iron Age, Kali Yuga, because this impure world transforms into the Golden Age, Satyuga, a heaven on earth. God comes in order to create that heaven. Once every 5,000 years, he transforms the Iron Age into the Golden Age. This cycle of time is a 5,000-year cycle, which we call a kalpa. In the Vedas, due to misunderstanding, humans have written it as lasting hundreds of thousands of years. Human beings do not know the truth. The one speaking this knowledge is God himself. Hindus call him Shiva, Christians call him the Supreme Father, Muslims call him Allah. God is one. We must remain in his remembrance. There is one more important point, in body consciousness, while playing our roles, we commit many sins. The result of those sins is experienced in the next birth. We may be born poor, born with disabilities, or born in a country where there is war. We experience different kinds of suffering. Now we are breaking that illusion, the illusion that I am this body. When we stabilize ourselves in the truth that I am a soul and continue to perform this role, we observe everything with detachment. We become a witness. Because of that, we remain constantly blissful. We do not give sorrow to anyone. Since we understand that the results of our actions will be experienced in the next body we take, with that awareness we will not give sorrow even through our thoughts. If we do not give sorrow, others will not give sorrow either. Even if others give sorrow, we should not return sorrow. Because whatever sorrow they give us is the result of our own past actions, the return of our previous sins or merits. If we respond by giving sorrow again, the cycle will continue. So we must cut that cycle. Even to those who cause us sorrow, we must give happiness. This is what is said in the Bible, love even those who hate you. Loving those who love you, everyone can do that. But love those who oppose you. So what is the foundation of all this? I am not the body. I am a soul. This is a game. It is not ultimate reality. When you play in body consciousness, you experience sorrow. When you play in soul consciousness, beyond the body, you remain constantly blissful and you give only happiness to others. Om Shanti. Thanks for watching.